friends, I thought I would do a favorites video for you today. I haven't done one of those in a really long time, and there are several new products that I have been trying for the last few months that I've really been enjoying. So I thought I would share them with you. And right off the bat, I want to mention that I am not being sponsored by anyone. All of these products that I'm going to be talking about today are things I purchased with my own money, or else they were gifted to me. And I will also leave a link in the description box below for any of the items that I can find links to. Some of these things I purchased off of Amazon, and some of them I just bought at the grocery store. So if I can find links to them, I will share them, so that if you're interested in purchasing any of these items for yourself, then you maybe can get steered in the right direction anyway. So I'm going to start first with food items. I just have a couple of food items that I've really been enjoying. And the first thing is this Bengal Spice Celestial Seasonings tea. This is not a new item or a new product. I've used this tea for many years, and I really love it. I particularly enjoy it in the fall and winter months. Because for one thing, I don't drink a lot of hot tea in the summer anyway, but this tea in particular is very spicy, as the title or the name of it implies. It has, let me read some of the ingredients: cinnamon, roasted chicory, roasted carob, natural spice and vanilla flavors, ginger, cardamom, black pepper, cloves, and nutmeg. So it is extremely spicy. If you let the tea bag steep for a really long time, which I love to do, it gets quite spicy. The nice thing about it too is that it's caffeine free, so I enjoy this in the evenings when I'm just relaxing. Nice hot cup of Bengal Spice tea, and I always forget what it's called, and I call it tiger tea because of the tiger on the box, and because Bengal is a type of tiger. The next food item that I've really been enjoying are these Smashmallow Gourmet Marshmallows. I have bought these before from Vitacost in the past, different flavors. This particular flavor is cinnamon churro, and these were part of a box swap that I did recently. It was a gift that was included in the box. I will link that video for you if you've not already seen it. But I really love these gourmet marshmallows. Now let me take you over to my counter and show you how I use these two items together to make a really comforting and yummy drink. I was going to say dessert because it kind of is like a dessert too. And one of my other favorite things is this mug. This was also a gift along with the marshmallows in the same box, and this just makes an excellent mug for tea. I've just really been enjoying this mug, and it was, I don't know if you can buy this anywhere. Like I said, this was a gift, and it just says Prima Design on the bottom, so I'm not sure where it came from. But I just put one tea bag in. Already got my water hot. And I like my tea the way the English like it, with a bit of cream. Now, of course, I can't use cream because I'm dairy free, so I just put a splash, and it really doesn't take much. Just a small little splash of my vanilla creamer, my almond milk creamer, to just lighten it up. Makes it seem more decadent to me. And I'm just using the spoon to hold the tea bag down. And the way I drink my tea is I just leave the tea bag in there the entire time. And then to gild the lily and to just make this extra special, I take a couple of these marshmallows and I just float them on top. And I just let those sit until they start to melt and get real foamy. And then I enjoy it. And because these are the cinnamon churro flavor, it goes very well with the Bengal spice tea. All right, I'll take my tea back over and we'll go over some of the other of my favorites that I have been enjoying lately. So now let's talk about some of my entertainment, things that I've been really enjoying as far as entertainment goes. The first thing I want to share with you is this little book, 365 Promises from God in Color. And what it is it's a grown-up or an adult coloring book, and I have colored several of the pages in it. I'll just show you real quickly. This is one of my favorites. I love daylilies. And this one I'm not quite done with yet. But each page has something else to be colored. And then on the opposite page are different Bible verses. And they're all different promises. And I'll just read the first three that are on the first page. The first one comes from Psalms chapter 105 verse 3. Glory in his holy name. Let the hearts of those who seek the Lord rejoice. The second one, Psalm 118:24. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. And then the third one is Psalm 126:5. Those who sow with tears will reap with songs of joy. And because there's 365 promises, it's for one for every day of the year, obviously. And they put 3 or 4 per, oh, I guess it's 3 per page. And what my initial goal was that I would try to memorize all 3 of the verses before I moved on to the next picture to color, and I would kind of go over them in my brain as I was coloring. Well, it hasn't quite worked out that way. My memory is terrible, and I just can't memorize things. But I have really, really enjoyed just thinking and meditating on those verses while I am coloring. It's just very relaxing, especially, as you know, I've gone through some really stressful things in the last 6 weeks or so, and it's just been really nice to meditate on God's Word and color as I'm doing it. I never thought of an adult enjoying coloring, but it is quite fun. The next book is this book that you may remember I got in the box swap with the marshmallows and the mug. I got this book, and be watching the end of this month. There will be a book review where I talk more about this book in detail, but I think more so my favorite that I have discovered is this author, Francine Rivers. This book was so good, I just keep thinking about it. It's one of those books where I couldn't put it down, and I've just been thinking about it ever since I finished it. And I have looked into more works by Francine Rivers, and they are in my wish list on Amazon that I hopefully will be able to purchase someday. And this is one of those books where I won't give it away, and it's worth buying and not just borrowing from the library because it was so good, and I know that I will eventually be reading it again because it was just so good. And then the last thing I have in the entertainment department is not a book, but a program. I am really slow to the game. I have been an Amazon Prime member for over a year now, and I just signed up for it because you get free shipping on just about everything, and it's 2-day delivery, pretty much guaranteed. And so I thought it was worth the $12 a month membership, just simply because I buy a lot from Amazon, especially at Christmas time. So I didn't realize that along with that Prime membership, you could download Audible books, which I wish I could do, but I don't have any kind of a device to download them to and listen to them on. But you can also watch movies and TV shows for free, and you can also download music. Now, the way the videos, the DVD, the movies and the television shows work is that if it has the Amazon Prime logo on it, then you can watch it for free. You just click on it and it pops up on your computer and you can watch it. And so I discovered this probably about 6 weeks ago, and I'm like, wow, I didn't even know this was, you know, a thing. And now I've been able to find all these really neat shows and programs that I can watch for free. And one of the shows that I have discovered, I'm actually done with it. This particular show that I've watched is called Lark Rise to Candleford, and it had 4 seasons, and it was canceled after the 4th season, and Amazon Prime offered all 4 seasons for free. This show is based off of a true story. It was based off of a book, a trilogy of books, which was autobiographical, that was written by a woman named Flora Thompson. Like I said, this was autobiographical, so it was basically her story that she wrote down, and then the BBC people made it into a television show. It is British. It's a British show. I don't know why, but I seem to enjoy British shows more than American shows. I don't know if it's because it's a different culture and I'm really interested in different cultures or what it is, but I gravitate toward British shows for some reason, like Downton Abbey and Call the Midwife. Those are all some of my favorite shows. And this Lark Rise to Candleford was so good. It was set in the early 19th century, and it was about this young girl who was born and raised in this little tiny hamlet called Lark Rise. And 8 miles from this little hamlet was a town, not a huge city, but a smaller, more, populated town called Candleford. And this girl, when she turned 16, she went from this little small hamlet to the bigger town, and she got a job working in the post office. And it's all about how there's like a little bit of a rivalry between Candleford and Lark Rise, because Lark Rise is this tiny little hamlet. It's just like cottages that group together, and they're all like an agricultural people, farmers, really poor people, and they don't own the homes they live in, they rent them. And then in Candleford, it's more of the businessmen, the more society people, the richer people, landowners, and they own their own property. So there's this class difference between the people from Lark Rise and the people from Candleford. And it's just all about how they learn to respect each other and work together through hard times. And it's just an extremely good show. And I binge watched it for a couple of weeks, and I, tore through all 4 seasons, and I just really enjoyed it. So if you are an Amazon Prime customer or member, I would highly recommend that you look up Lark Rise to Candleford. It's just a really, really good family fun entertainment, especially if you like period pieces from a long time ago. I just have one item that's home related, and it's this wax melt. And it's more the company than just the wax melt. It's from Goose Creek, and I learned about this on Facebook, believe it or not. You know how they pop up advertisements on your Facebook sometimes? And this popped up on here, that company popped up, and they were promoting their candles and stuff. And so I clicked on it, looked at it, saved it in my favorites, and then went about my business. And then a couple of months later, when it was getting towards autumn and the fall of the year, and I needed some good candles and good wax melts, I thought, well, I'm going to give them a try. The price was pretty good. They're not any more expensive than what you can pick up at Walmart. And I was pleasantly surprised with these wax melts. This particular scent is called Autumn. It just smells so good. I bought several different fragrances because I wanted to try them. The thing about these that I like the best is that they do have a really good throw, which I didn't know what that term meant till I watched some videos about it, but it just basically means how the scent carries throughout your home. It's got a really pretty good throw, and also the thing that I really liked about it better than the throw itself was the fact that the fragrance lasted for days and days and days. The wax melts I get from Walmart smell really, really good for about 2 days, and then the fragrance is gone and you have to change out your wax melts. I noticed with these that the fragrance lasted a good week to week and a half before I had to change the wax. So I highly recommend that you check out Goose Creek. I believe their wax melts are $2 a piece, which, like I said, is comparable to what you can get at Walmart. And because they last so much longer, they ultimately are a better deal. Now, I did also order a candle from them, but I have not burned it yet. And I don't know that I will because it's just so cute. I mean, I know I could reuse this jar after it's gone, but I just think it is so super cute because it looks like a little pumpkin. And this is Pumpkin Caramel Swirl. So the last 4 items that I have are actually beauty products and like health products. The first thing is this Harmony Essential Oil. I actually got this from Walmart, and I used this a lot when I was going through so much stress, and I really, really like it. I think it really helps a lot. It has grapefruit, lemon, bergamot, and lemongrass. Those are the 4 oils that are in this blend, and it's just soothing. It's called Harmony, calming, relaxing, and comforting, and it is true. It really is true. I wear it in my essential oils necklace that I have, and I also put it in my diffuser. And when you're feeling stressed, this is very, very good. And it's only, I think, $5 at Walmart. So it's in the vitamin aisle. So I would highly recommend that you pick up some of this Harmony essential oils from Walmart. The next item is this deodorant. It's from the company Native. I found out about this product from a fellow YouTuber. She recommended it. It is not cheap. I'll say that right off the bat. It's not cheap, but it is all natural. It's paraben free, aluminum free, and basically the ingredients are arrowroot powder, baking soda, shea butter, coconut oil, castor oil, beeswax, jojoba esters, and then lavender oil. This particular scent is lavender and rose, and it's got geranium oil, lavender oil, and vitamin E. So it's all natural. I am really into trying to keep as many toxins out of my home and especially off of my body as I possibly can. I switched to homemade deodorant years ago, at least 2 years ago, and I've been very happy with my homemade stuff. But this past summer was so hot and so humid that my homemade deodorant just wasn't cutting it, if you know what I mean. And I did not want to go back to the store-bought stuff full of aluminum and all the other toxins that are in it. So when I found out about this Native deodorant brand, I decided to give it a try, and I really like it, and it does work much better than my homemade stuff. Now this winter, when it gets cold again, I will probably go back to using my homemade deodorant because it worked fine until it got so hot and so humid, and I will save the Native deodorant for the summer months and when it's hot. But like I said, I bought this online. I will link the store below, and I would highly recommend that you give it a try. It comes in many different scents, and they have scents for women and also scents for men. I have 2 more items. The next item is a Burt's Bee eye cream. I got this off of Vitacost.com, but I have seen it also at Walmart, and you can find it in any health food store or anywhere where beauty supplies are sold. This is an eye cream. It's intense hydration, and it's got clary sage. It says on the back, clinically proven to provide intense hydration and help increase skin's ability to retain moisture. So it reduces fine lines and wrinkles, and I love it. It's lightweight, it's not greasy, it smells good, and most of all, it really, really works. I can definitely tell a difference when I use this and when I don't. And I've had this tube for several months. I mean, it probably at least 6 months, and it's not even close to being gone, because you just use a tiny, tiny little dab, put it on your under eye, and you pat it in gently, and then you can apply your makeup over the top of it. And I really, really like it a lot, and I will definitely be repurchasing this when it runs out. The last item that I want to share with you is this palette by CoverGirl. It's called True Naked Nudes, and I absolutely love this. I can't remember where I found out about it. It was on YouTube. I watch YouTube more than anything else, and the person recommended it. They left a link for it in Amazon, and I put it in my wish list for a long time because I had other eye makeup I needed to use up, and I finally purchased it, and I absolutely love it. And as you can tell, I use it a lot. It's basically the only palette I ever use anymore, and I'm definitely going to be repurchasing this when it goes out. In fact, I'll probably repurchase it well before it runs out, because I don't know why, but makeup people, they change things so often, and you can fall in love with the palette and then never be able to find it again. In fact, I have not seen this palette at Walmart or any of the drugstores. I've only been able to find it on Amazon. So let me show you really quick how the marshmallows have melted and formed this really foamy, frothy thing on the top of my tea here. Just while I was sitting here chatting, they've melted and become really gooey and yummy. So I just wanted to share that with you. You can do this with any kind of marshmallow. You can put marshmallow on, it's not just for hot chocolate. You can put marshmallow on tea, and you can put it on coffee, because I've done that before as well. All right, friends, that is my fall 2018 favorites. Now, not all of these items are fall related, but some of them are. But it's the fall of the year, and I felt like doing a favorites video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it wasn't too long, because I can talk and talk and talk. When I'm in the mind to, I can really talk a lot. There's other times when I'm really, really quiet, but you guys never see that side of me, because whenever I film a video, I'm in a chatty mood, it seems like. Anyways, I hope you found this helpful. I hope you try out some of these products, and I hope you have a really, really great day. And we'll talk to you later. Bye, friends.